Hey guys, Fox here. We're here with Brian from Reaper Miniatures in the Paint and Take room here at PAX West 2016. And we just had a few questions for you just about, just to start off, what is your guys' goal here with this whole room that you're doing?
So mostly we're trying to introduce people to the hobby. We want them to get into miniatures and understand what's going on with miniatures, enjoy painting the miniatures, learn what our product is like, what the miniatures are like, the quality that you get for the price, what the paint is like, which again, the quality you get for the price. And hopefully it's something that they can have a good time doing, sit down, relax for a few minutes here at the show, which is not something you get to do a lot of, and do something that you have a lot of fun doing.
Cool. We've thought about how 3D printing is getting more and more popular these days. I've got several friends who actually own a 3D printer and use it on a regular basis. Has that influenced how you make miniatures, how you create products? Is that something that's influenced?
Absolutely. We've actually got, we do about half the models we do these days start out as a 3D sculpt, which are then printed and then we turn them into either plastic or metal. And the other half are traditional hand sculpted, like's been done for I don't know, hundreds of years or probably longer, to be honest. But what 3D printing has done for us is enable us to do more things. We actually have 2 3D printers at the office, and they're low-res printers. They don't do the kind of high-resolution output we need for final masterwork. But they let us do bulk outs, and they let us test the 3D print. So the 3D sculpt, we do a quick test print of it to see whether or not it works, right? Because if you don't sculpt it right, it doesn't work.
Right.
So we can do a quick test print. We can also do what we call a bulk out. And a bulk out is, let's say we're producing a fairly large object like, I think we just did a giant snake that's literally this big. And we can do a 3D print of the core and then hand sculpt the rest of the product onto that, where in the past you would have had to bulk up the core with layer after layer after layer of clay or epoxy putty or green stuff or something, and that's a very expensive process. Green stuff is like $6 for a 3-inch strip, and if you want to make a snake this tall out of it, you're probably going to pay $200 or $300 worth of green stuff in that, or $5 worth of 3D printing material, and it can be bulked out really, really quickly and then hand sculpted. So it's influenced us in several ways.
Interesting. So, relatively recently, you guys had a Kickstarter for the bones, the plastic. So most of my experience with your guys' figures has been the pewter, the metal figures.
Yeah.
Do you have plans for any other type of material, any other Kickstarters for things in general? Is there any other plans?
Well, Kickstarter as a platform has been very good to us, and we try to give back to that. We back new projects fairly often. Actually, there's several going on that I'd love to give a shout out to. We just wrapped up 2 projects for one for Secret Weapon miniatures. They did a Dungeon Tiles line, and then Cav Miniatures just wrapped up, which is actually more of these little.
Or look like mech influence and yeah.
The Kickstarter just wrapped up for that, and then we're backing a project at the moment for 6mm scale resin buildings done by, oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of the project is called Neo Tyrannus, but I can't remember the company that's making it.
I'm sure that's easy enough to find if you Google Neo Tyrannus. So.
Yeah. But we've had a lot of success with Kickstarter over the last 5 years. We've raised about $10 million, which has enabled us to build all of this. Something in the neighborhood of 800 plastic bones miniatures. And then we've been able to almost double the floor space we have at the factory, bring in a plastic injection molding machine of our own and do production there. We're running a Kickstarter right now, so the Base Boss Kickstarter, where we're kickstarting our ability to produce 17 additional kinds of plastic bases in new shapes and sizes that we've never been able to do before.
So. Very interesting. So it sounds like there's a lot of support for other companies or other manufacturers or whatever. That's pretty excellent. What is your favorite miniature that you've created?
It's 2974 Elkwin the Daring.
Knows the number and everything. I believe you.
It's probably even over on the shelf right behind you.
2974. I think we can find it quick enough.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
From 69 to 81.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. We'll throw up a picture. Yeah, that's easy enough.
He's this guy right here on this box. That's my favorite mini.
All right. All right. Well, thank you very much. And yeah, this was great. Yeah, we'll throw this up as soon as we can. Thank you very much.
Thank you.